Made a little bit of an error. Okay. We are doing spaghetti and pasta sauce with tuna. Simple kind of tuna, basic pack of spaghetti. Already heated up the water, spaghetti in. Now, spaghetti is quite simple to do once you know how. The biggest thing about doing spaghetti, keep an eye on it and stir it at the stove. I don't do exact amounts, so I know how much pasta I usually use. Take the pasta, put it in half, and put it in boiling water. The water. Then you just want to separate. Separate bottom, flour. That is the only time I will use a copper timer. Because pasta about 12 minutes. Doesn't mean I'm going to take you out to 12. A guideline. So maybe a little earlier. Pasta, personal preference. People like it with a little bit of white al dente. Cold. Like it soft. One of those dishes where once you've got it going, all you've got to do while you do eye on it. Now and then, make sure it's something together. That's it. For pasta, for spaghetti, that's really all that matters. You don't need to put herbs in, spices, cold water. Keep an eye on it. Now and then. Now, sauce. You're making a sauce. Yes. Oh. Onion first. Onions. Onions and garlic. On the last of my fresh onions. Last of my fresh onions. So I quarter them. I like chunky. Something like that. And finely chop. Cook it till it's edible. I don't like al dente. Al dente isn't my kind of pasta. I prefer properly cooked food. I like soft. And I like chunky. So I'm going to add a lovely little orange pepper. Give it a pack of 3. Last one. Top off on the bottom. Yeah. About 12 minutes, sometimes it's early, sometimes it's later. So I'll just split this here. A little bit more. Right. That once. Next, a little bit of coconut cooking oil goes on my ring. It's the best one to cook in. Not just because it's healthy, because it's not quite a subtle flavour. I find olive oil and things like that have a changed taste of meal, which is good in some things. All I do on my I mean, I'm going to put some basic chopped tomatoes in there. I might use tomato soup as a base because I've got a tip for you. Store brand basic soup like this, just about the healthiest soup you will get. They don't put all the add-ons that they put in to Heinz or other ones. Get one of these. It's only got 1.2 gram salt. I won't be adding any more salt to a meal. If I use this, this is the salt being added to the meal. It makes a really good base for pasta. And it's cheap. But because he isn't one of the fancy ones, it hasn't got all the add-ons. It's got no artificial ingredients really in it. It's basic. So I use that a lot, that kind of thing. Same with the basic. The other one. Let me find it here. Vegetable. Let me find the vegetable. The vegetable one. I can't find it. Well, there's a smart vegetable one, which is exactly the same. Basic value, Tesco does the same. And they don't put many ingredients in because it's the basic version. So it makes a perfect base that is really low. Now let's turn that down. Do the pasta. Find it hasn't gone tough or anything. Now, I'm thinking of putting chickpeas in, I don't know. Chickpeas, chopped tomatoes. What do you think? Chickpeas or chopped tomatoes? Oh, yeah, why not both? So, I'm going to take a couple of cloves of garlic. I like garlic. I love garlic in pasta meals. You don't like garlic, you don't have to put it in. All these things are just inspiration. So, garlic off the skin. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Another garlic in there. Garlic is lovely. Really good. Excellent. It's very good for your garlic as well. Very good. So this is a tip for you as well. The reason I quarter the onions is this. You can tell when they're almost done when they start to split up. When they start to split up like that easily, when they fall apart from the quarters into just the skins and that, then you know it's time to put the next bit in. When the onions have got to that point where they'll just come apart like that, then you're ready for the next part to fry it. Use that as a timing thing. So, we'll put in tomato soup. This. I'm looking forward to when I can afford to buy a blind for this window. Then I can control the lighting in this room. Very hard for me to control the lighting in this room at the moment. I've got a huge window there and no blind, no curtains. It just leads onto the backyard, so we've never needed it. So, basic chopped tomatoes there. And chickpeas. Bertie is snaffling around, picking up anything he can. Drain out the juice out of the right. In as well. Hang on. That. Continue up a bit. What? The last thing we add, except for the spices and herbs, is tuna. Now this tuna is in sunflower oil. Now sometimes I drain it, but I find that the oil goes really well with the spaghetti. So I leave the bit of oil that's in it, the actual there. There's the tuna in there. Yeah, and this is at least 2 meals worth of. I might offer some to Trevor. Definitely 2 meals worth of healthy. It's gorgeous. Go around. Put some pepper in. I love pepper in a meal. Once again, I'm not going to give amounts because I don't believe in this where a person says put a tablespoon of this in and there. Everybody's got personal taste buds and personal taste. Same with this. Take you. We've got the Italian spices in here. Put them in. Mix them in a bit. And I'm going to put a bit of paprika in. I feel like putting a bit of a bite to it. Now we just together let it boil and then turn it down. Simmer. Well, pasta's ready. And we'll just put it on the column, dry out. Yep, that's ready, that pasta. We'll keep it warm on there while this is doing. That looks gorgeous. Smells gorgeous. 20-minute meal. 20-minute meal at the most. And you created your own sauce, which even with the tomato soup is going to have massive amounts less than the salt, the sugar they put in a sauce in the supermarkets. So that's the thing. I'm not dieting. I'm not on a health food binge. These are just nice tasting things that I put together. I know, I know. Some people, sometimes I do that. I mean, Vulcan here is saying you've wasted the pasta, the pasta water, and sometimes I do use the pasta water. Other times I don't. So I decided not to because this is already a very watery sauce. Very watery. Ready. I want to reduce it, so yeah. Yeah, that's the whole point. You can fill your stomach with a meal like this very easily, and you're not anything bad for your body. Don't get me wrong, I love pizza, I love takeouts. They're wonderful. But this way, especially with my me losing 40% of my bowels, I've had to practice to find out what I can still eat. Some things like chickpeas I can. Bertie's licking the floor where some of the water drips. That's what Bertie's doing now. He's licking the floor where some of the pasta water dripped. Yeah. Don't have to. As part of the channel is always about this. So many people die, so many people die with regret. And it doesn't matter whether you're a yoga instructor or if your number's up, your number's up. Some people are disposition to certain cancers. Some people can smoke every day for their entire life, never get lung cancer. Some people can eat an English breakfast with all the and everything, overload on fat for their life and salt and that, never. So when you decide to go without, someone else tells you it's good for you, make sure it's not something you really enjoy, because that's the thing. Enjoy yourself. Have a lovely meal. Have a bit of chocolate. Play your computer. Because when it comes down to it, make yourself happy. Don't wait until 6 years into the year. Don't wait until you go out. Take your family out. No, don't wait. Doesn't mean living badly, not being financially secure. I wish I had money to be secure. It just means find out what's really important, what makes you around you. Keep what makes you smile around you. Oh, yeah, I'm going to increase the balance on this. Let me just. I can do something. Advanced audio properties. There's something I can do on here. I've added some filters because the filters. So if I take them. Yeah, that's good. And if I use the gain. Right, is that better? Testing 1, 2, 3, is that better? Testing 1, 2, 3, is that better? Yeah, I've turned up the gain. Added some filters so it doesn't pick up what the ice maker and that when it's being used. I probably just needed to raise the gain a little bit. But I can only know that by when people actually listen and tell me. So let me know if that's okay. I can raise it quite a bit, but I've only raised it by 5 points. Now this looks done. Is there anything else you want to ask me about? Because it's just me and you here at the moment. Is there anything else you want to ask me about? We are. Yeah, I should. I can stream from my phone sometimes, do wireless. So I might try that. I might try going around the house and show everybody all my setups. And seeing as I've done it with basically no money coming in the house, I've had to repurpose everything in the house to do this. I think that's a good idea. I think we'll do that after I've done me Assassin's Creed Odyssey hour. I think I'll do a stream, my streams, all my equipment and what I do. And hook in my phone to my wireless. Do that. That's a good idea. Yeah, I agree with you. There's someone. Watch Dogs London looks awesome. Watch Dogs looks awesome. And Cyberpunk 2077, yes, no question. I will be playing that. And I want to talk about that for a sec on here. I will hijack the stream for a few seconds while I'm talking. Games like Watch Dogs London, Watch Dogs Legion, come price. The price is this. They're going to be buggy when they first come out. Look at Skyrim. Look at Odyssey. Look at Assassin's Creed Origins. They're so massive games that no way the developer can find all. No way the developer can know every single setup for everything in the world. So I think we need to give them a bit of breathing room. Get out a few. Cyberpunk 2077. That's going to need patches, isn't it? I mean, it's going to be an entire massive city. Something that hasn't been done before in science fiction. A sandbox city in the future with all these things to do. Bound to be bugs. Bound to be. Thing is, if you look at Ubisoft and you look at Project Red, they do patch their games regularly. They will be working 24/7 to get the bugs fixed. And they deserve that time to do it. What do you think, Paul? We're being given so many wonderful toys to play with now. Games are like amazing, like Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Hell, the amount of content and go in it, Ancient Greek, amazing. Now, Hill is definitely done. I kept it going for a bit longer to make sure the herb. Spices pretty instant. Put them in, absorb pretty. Herbs need about 5 minutes to. So that's why we had that little. Let me have a taste of that. I'm going to have a taste of that. Gorgeous. I love. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Yummy. Mine. Yeah, yummy. Yeah. If you look at every single Ubisoft game, when they first come out, because they create entire worlds, even Unity had lots of bugs to start with. They scrambled to fix. They tried something they'd never tried before. Multiplayer Paris. I mean, if you look at it even today, if you look at Assassin's Creed Unity, it looks amazing. And they fix the problems. They don't need to be slammed as long as they're aware of the problems. They're not like No Man's Sky that went dark as soon as it was. They instead worked their asses off, fix bugs in a game that is so complex. So many things can go wrong. So many places player could go that they don't think that a player will be able to make it. So I will be back on stream about an hour, about midday. 11 o'clock now for me, it's about an hour. We're now over Assassin's Creed. Then I'm going to do a walkthrough of the house, show you all my setups, tell you how I put them. That's the thing. I've had basically no money. Sell things. Like, I had a few bits of old tablet that I don't need. Or because power isn't here. I don't need repairs. And someone's just given me £2 for them. Buy the motherboard and for you giving me. I've already arranged. I can now get a motherboard and maybe even afford 16 gig of RAM on that computer. Through just selling a couple of pieces of hardware that I have spare house. Yeah, thank you for that. No, well, I've got 8 gig RAM, DR4. I thought it's only £64 for 16 gig of speed, DR4. And I knew I could make £200 from selling these items. So 120, 30 quid for a good motherboard thingy. Then the RAM on top of that, a little bit extra for the fan. Golden. No problem repurposing. Oh, if you have some RAM, that would be amazing. But only if you're not going to use it. I would be happy to buy my own if you. Yeah. Nearly every piece of tech in my house is either second hand or bought on the cheap. I always had to budget no matter what because I always had to leave enough so Paula could do her crafting. It was always a priority for crafting and then computing. Both Paula loved crafting. That would be wonderful. That would be amazing. Now, I'm going to go and eat now. I'm going to eat like this. If I tried to eat all of this at the same time, I'd suffer. There is just so much of that. Like thing I said, there's only probably about 6, whether even including the pasta, we'd probably put about 800 calories for, I think, the most good stuff. So yeah, wonderful. If you could send that, that would be amazing as well. Oh, I already got my eye on a nice motherboard that isn't too cheap. Nice showy motherboard. A good E390 motherboard. Good, well quality one. More a business one than a very shiny. Doesn't matter about the speed really. But yeah, if you've got some spare DDR. Now I'm going to stop the stream now unless you want to ask me something else. I'll be on in about 55 minutes. I understand that too. So, thanks a lot. Bye. Bye. And thank you for helping with me with the audio. So, bye bye.